Hey guys, my name is Jonah Bowdle, and today I'm going to be setting up an aquarium for a school. Actually, it's the school that I go to, and I'm pretty excited about this. It'll be a 55-gallon natural aquarium. Now, my friend's mom is the person who has this classroom that I'm putting it in, and she wants to teach them about the native wildlife that lives in our streams. So it'll have 2 rotored sliders, bluegill, a bass, and a bullhead catfish, which I know all of those things will outgrow a 55-gallon, and I'm prepared to take care of them. I'll be taking care of them during the summer, and then she'll take care of them during the school year. And this is just us building the stand, me and my dad. We've gotten pretty good at this point, but I think some of this wood might have been bowed, so it was kind of hard to build the stand, but I think it turned out pretty good anyway, as you can see. So I just took a lot of, after doing something, I'd kind of show you guys what I had done. So the tank will be going on top, and then under that will be some shelves. Now this is the basking spot type thing for the turtles. I didn't film too much of building this, but it'll be really cool. Now I am taking some resources that I'm going to be using in the tank. I actually took all the hardscape that I had sitting on my shelf, and I took some of the rocks from this tank for beneficial bacteria and replaced them with a much bigger rock that I had that was just outside of the tank, which I think turned out quite nice, even though I'm going to be upgrading this tank pretty soon into a 75-gallon, which I'll be using all the same scaping stuff. But I end up tearing up the scape at the end of this video. Hey guys, so we are at the school. This is the 55-gallon. We got it set up, kind of. So we have the stand that we built that has a shelf and everything, then the 55-gallon. Then this is a really cool custom basking spot that we made, but it's really cool because it goes up and it holds the lights as well. And then I have a UVB and a heat light. We haven't filled it up yet because, as you can see over here, there's actually like a gap. So my dad's gonna come and kind of fix the stand because it's kind of wobbly, and then the tank obviously doesn't fit on it. It's because we had the tank out in the garage and we hadn't tried it on the stand before we brought it here. So he's gonna come with a drill and try to fix the stand, but it'll be fine. And right now we're just going to scape, like practice, or not practice, but we're just gonna use what we have over here. We have a bunch of different wood things and rocks that I have, and we're just gonna see what we're gonna try to do. But I can't really time-lapse it because I forgot my phone stand. So when my dad comes to fix the stand, he'll also bring my phone stand, so then I can time-lapse putting everything in for the 55-gallon tank. And then my turtles are behind me waiting to be. Okay guys, so I think this is what we're gonna go with. I might have to take it out and put it back in, definitely some of the rocks, because we haven't put in the gravel yet, and we have a ton of gravel, and the gravel will be pretty deep, so it'll probably engulf most of these rocks, so I'll have to pick them up and then put them back down. But this is pretty much the scape that I did, and I'm not exactly sure how it'll work because I have rocks on most of the wood, but I'm just hoping that nothing floats. So now I'm just waiting on my dad to come with a few different things. Now we start filling it up, but we haven't tested filling it up, and we haven't tested it on the stand. So basically I'm being kind of dumb in this video, well, quite dumb. And it needed resealed, so as soon as we fill it up, then we realized it started leaking. So now it is back home to reseal it, which we should have done the first time. Luckily at this point we're pretty good at siliconing, so we took out all the corners because it was leaking out of one of the corner seams, or not the corner seams, but the side seams, and we took out all of those, and then we put new silicone there. Okay guys, so after resealing it last night, we brought it out here this morning and filled it up. We did a water change on my other 2 fish tanks and filled it up doing that, and it hasn't leaked yet, so we're just gonna leave it out here for a little while, and then we'll get all the water out of it and possibly set it up today sometime later today, but I'm not exactly sure. After getting it back to the school, we fill it up before we put anything in it. By the way, the little kid is Michael's brother. And it did work, so we started adding sand, and then I started doing the scape from there, which couldn't see anything, so we just made sure all the wood was basically not floating, so we just put wood and then rocks on it. But I guess when Michael's mom got there the next morning, a bunch of it was floating, so she took it out, and we ended up going with a different scape when I came the next Friday. So, because I'll be coming to this tank every single Friday after school. So I redid the scape then, and I also added, here it is right here, and I also added an antler that I had. I had 3, weirdly enough. That had gotten from somewhere, so we added one of those, and I guess it kind of just adds calcium to the water. By the way, the water is really murky, is only because we had just moved around the wood and the rocks. Now this is my tank, and this is when we are taking out the fish to put in. So we took out the bullhead, the bluegill, and the bass. So now I will only have 2 fish, which is pretty sad. And like I said, I just destroyed this scape in the process, but I'm not too worried because I was going to have to take it all out anyway to set up the 75-gallon that I got for trading 1 turtle. So now this tank is pretty much empty. It has 2 fish in it and 2 turtles, but soon it will be a 75-gallon with 3 fish in it and 2 turtles. I want to put the pleco in here because it needs such a big tank, except the pleco's a tropical fish and this tank isn't super warm. So I'm going to have to get a heater or something. I'm going to have to figure something out, or I'll just wait till summer when this tank will just generally be warm because it's at room temperature. Which the Siamese algae eater seems to be doing fine, and as far as I know, it's tropical. And it's pretty active and everything, but here's the goldfish, and then it's over there, it's about the same size, but sadly we lost the other one that was much smaller. Either the turtle got it or the fish got it, the bass, but I'm sure however it went, it contributed to something eating, which is alright, I guess. And to be fair, it killed my angelfish, which I probably should have been paying more attention, but I was, and whenever I saw it, it didn't look like it was tormenting it, like, super badly, just, like, chasing it a little. I mean, not chasing it. Like, it would swim towards it every once in a while. But I don't want to get into that. It's kind of annoying. But this one is fine, as it doesn't chase anything, and it cleans all the rocks off, so that's pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in that next video.